Hey guys, what's going on? Hey, we are at Camp Out and we are going to learn a lesson on forgiveness. I'm here with some great boys. Are you having fun?
Yeah.
Are you having fun? All right, we're going to learn about forgiveness and I'm just going to read it off and we're going to use s'mores as a visual. All right, so when God designed you, you were perfect. No flaws, no sin. But sin entered the world before you were born, and as a result, there had to be someone who was perfect who could take care of the sin problem. God sent his son Jesus to live a perfect life because we couldn't live a perfect life. Jesus died on the cross and then defeated death and rose again. This paid the price for everyone's sin. He wants us to invite him to be the king of our lives. As you roast this marshmallow, read about the disciple Peter, we're going to read that later, who denied, everybody remembers Peter in the Bible, Jesus' disciple?
Yes.
He denied even knowing Jesus, even though he had spent the last 3 years hanging out with Jesus. When he denied Jesus 3 times, a rooster crowed, and Peter knew he had sinned. Guess what? When Jesus rose from the dead, he came to Peter and forgave him completely. He asked Peter to go and tell others about the saving power Jesus has for their lives too. Jesus offers forgiveness to each one of us. When you roast a marshmallow on the fire, it gets gooey and sticky. This is like our hearts. We need to have Jesus be sticky to hear, let me rephrase that. We need to have our hearts be sticky to hear what Jesus did for us. Before we ask Jesus into our lives, we are like a plain cracker. But when we invite Jesus into our hearts, it's like putting the chocolate on our cracker. Then it becomes a sweet treat. God transforms us into something sweet, and he wants us to forgive others too. So as you roast these s'mores, I want you to think and realize that Jesus wants to forgive us. So when all of this and you're eating this in your mouth and it's ooey gooey, can you imagine this being all ooey gooey?
Yeah.
That Jesus wants our hearts to be ooey gooey for his sweet voice. So Jesus is the only one that can change our lives and our behaviors because he wants all of us to go to heaven. Okay? Let's go roast some s'mores.
Woo!